In today's video, I'm going to give you 7 of my top snacks that I eat anytime that I'm feeling hungry and I want to try to stay true to my strict keto diet. Okay, so for today's video, this is going to be the savory edition. I'll have a sweet edition next, but this is going to be pretty much the 7 kind of things that I go to. These are my go-to snacks anytime I feel like I need to have something a little bit extra. Now, I do want to say this. When it comes to snacking, you try to avoid it as much as you can. Anytime that we can allow a long stretch of time, and by long I'm talking 3 to 4 hours of our time without eating, we allow our insulin levels and blood sugar levels to level out and to stay low. Anytime we eat, they're going to go back up. Even if we're eating fats, they may not spike like we're going to eat a candy bar, but they are still reacting. They're still going in there and going into the cells and having an effect on your blood sugar. So if you can avoid snacking long term, then I would encourage you to do that. But let's face it, we're all human, we get hungry, so there's going to be a time that we want to go grab something to eat real quick. So what can you grab when you're kind of craving that salty, that kind of savory type of snack? So ones that I go to all the time are, and this is probably my go-to 80% of the time, these are macadamia nuts. And if you look at the nutritional information here, we're talking 24 grams of fats per serving, 4 grams of carbohydrates, but 2 grams of fiber. So there are only 2 grams of net carbs, if you're someone that's counting net carbs, and 2 grams of protein. So when it comes to getting a high-fat snack, this is going to be something you're going to want to go to as often as you can. The next tab that I actually really enjoy as well, which are almonds. And I do say, watch out for some of the flavors. I don't know. There are some that are purists that want to stick purely with, unsalted, unflavored almonds, and that's fine. I do that as well. But sometimes I just love the extra flavor of something like these smokehouse almonds. But if you look at the nutritional information, 16 grams of fat, but they also have polyunsaturated fat and monounsaturated fat. So these are high in really good fats, and 5 grams of protein. So these are really good. This is a snack that really does pack a punch. Next thing on the agenda is these wisps here, which are, and you can get these in any kind of different brands. They probably sell 5 or 6 different brands of these. They're basically just cheese crackers. They're cheese that's baked into a form of a cracker, and you can eat them similar to a chip. One thing that I use these for most of all, I don't typically sit around and just eat these for snacks, but when I'm having a salad or something, I will throw these in for croutons. And let me tell you, they're fantastic for that. So that's kind of a salad hack for you. I know we're talking about snacking, but just something to keep in mind. But if you want to throw these into a little bit of keto dip or something, these are going to be a really great option for you. Hard-boiled eggs. People overlook these all the time, and these are probably a little bit higher in the protein than on the fat side, but I'm telling you, grab a couple of these, throw them down, you figure it's about 140 calories or so for 2 eggs, and it's a really clean fat and protein, and this will keep you going for a little while. This is another snack that I actually enjoy, not all the time, but probably once every week or two, and that's sardines. Now, I've mentioned this in another video on my fat video, which I'll put a link to down in the description, but if you're going to get these, really pay attention to what kind of oil you're getting them in. If you want to avoid oils altogether, just get them in water and you'll be fine, but I like to get a little bit of the extra fats in here, so I get mine in olive oil. If you're not careful, some of these come in palm oil or sunflower oil, not sunflower oil, whatever the bad one is. There's another couple of different vegetable oils and so forth that are really low quality oils that you don't want to get when you're buying these. But if you can get them at a good quality olive oil, they're going to be great for you. Another option is kind of one of these beef sticks. Now you got to be careful with these again because you can get a lot of hidden sugars in these. Unfortunately, you're going to have to avoid a lot of the ones like the teriyaki flavors and the barbecue flavors, the ones that I used to love a lot. But there are several brands out there. Here's a Tillamook one that's a 0 sugar one. I know that Chomps has a brand that I absolutely love as well, and those are really good for a keto diet. But this is going to be a really good kind of meaty snack for you when you're feeling it. But if there's one that I have probably used more than any of them, and that's going to be these guys right here. And this is the pork rinds. These are actually, people have given these such a bad rap. Oh, they're so unhealthy. It's just fried, stuff. But if you look at the ingredients and look at their macro breakdown, they're perfect for a keto snack. And on top of that, they give you a crunch. I hope this has helped you out, at least when you think about your snacking habits. And a lot of this, I want to say this as I kind of wrap this up. A lot of this is, when it comes down to snacking, it's breaking a habit. Sometimes you're not even hungry. You're just so used to snacking it certain times or at certain places. And so I'm going to encourage you, while yes, these things will help you out when you really feel like you need a snack, I also want you to kind of look in the mirror a little bit and say, why am I snacking right now? Am I really hungry? Or am I just always snacking because it's 3 o'clock at work, or because it's 7 o'clock at home watching TV? Explore why it is that you're snacking, and that way you'll be able to maybe decipher whether or not it's a habit or actually a really need that your body's telling you about. One last thing, everybody. If you enjoy this type of content or get anything out of it, I'd really appreciate it if you'd head over to my channel, click on subscribe, and then click on the little bell icon that'll come up after that. That'll ensure that you get notified anytime I put out any new content. I'd really also appreciate it if you click on the like button on this video, maybe share it out to somebody that you might think could benefit from it. And then I'd love it if you drop a comment below. Let's have a conversation. What things did I leave out, or what are your go-to staples for savory snacks that you use on a daily or weekly basis? I'd love to hear about that, and I'm sure everybody else would as well. Other than that, you take care, and we'll see you next time.